Hello, welcome everyone. It is FMC. It is Tuesday, July 30th. I'm Jeremy. That is SP3. And we don't have much to talk about this week. How you doing, SP3?
I am doing well. It was a pleasant weekend for myself. Got to see Deadpool and Wolverine on Saturday. Spent some time with the kids. Just took my daughter out to the park. She drugged me to two parks because we went to a small park and she was like, "No, I want to go to the big park." So I had to walk all the way to the big park, but feeling good. It's been a long morning since I woke up at 4 a.m. your time, but I'm here and I'm ready to talk about not wrestling for once on
Why
screen.
why are you up so early? There's no G1 this morning.
It's 9 a.m. here. I
Oh.
regularly wake up at 9 a.m. because I usually start work here. It would be 10 a.m. I'm gonna have to change my schedule when I go back to the U.S. because that's 5 a.m. I don't know if I could do that, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I usually wake up at like 9 a.m. because my kids will wake up like 8, 9. So I don't want to leave my missus for more than an hour on her own dealing with these two maniacs. Well, one maniac, and then my son who just he can sit in one room and just be on a tablet or watch a movie. He can watch a movie without being on the tablet or on the phone, which I don't think is possible with Harley.
Without spoilers, how was Deadpool and Wolverine?
The most fun I've had in a movie theater since seeing Spider-Man No Way Home. Just between the cameos, between just Deadpool being Deadpool, it is probably the funniest superhero movie ever. Because of if you're and it's not for everybody. I will say it's not for anybody who if you like superhero movies, you might dig it. If you like Deadpool and his irreverent comedy, you might like it. If you like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, you're gonna like it. If you like cameos in your superhero movies, you're gonna like it. But if you're not into those things, this movie is not gonna change that.
Okay, fair enough. No, nobody spoil it in the chat, please. I've not seen it. I was telling SV3 off air. Don't know if I'll go see it in the movie theater. I'll see it in the streaming at some point. I don't care if I get spoiled. I don't, for the people who are here potentially in the chat, I don't want them getting spoiled. So that's why I said without spoilers. And yeah, don't
But we
spoil
will
anything.
be spoiling Cobra Kai season 6, part 1, because it's been out for what, a
2
week and a half.
weeks.
It's been out for 2 weeks, so
Yeah, about
you've
2
had
weeks.
more than enough time. I said on True Hill Heat on Sunday, I was like, guys, we're not going to spoil Deadpool or Wolverine, but we will next week on True Hill Heat because
Fair.
it's been more than a week.
Very fair. Olympics, they are underway. Team USA kind of dominated Serbia because Jokic had the audacity to go to the bench and not play all all 40 minutes. So that's why Serbia lost. I watched a little bit of Canada and Australia this morning. Australia was hanging tough. They had a decent team, but then Canada just put Lou Dort on Josh Giddey, and that was a wrap. And Shea played great. RJ Barrett played great. Canada's going to be tough. Jamal Murray, I don't know. He's got to figure it out if Canada's going to have a real shot. I think USA is winning gold.
I think the top you just mentioned the top 3 teams in USA and Olympic basketball is Team USA, Serbia, and Canada. Like I feel like those are going to be the medalists.
France is there. Wemby's Wemby. Gobert's okay. No, Jokic played, but he had to sit remorse for trail. He couldn't play the entire game.
But all the headlines wasn't about Jokic sitting. It's the fact that Jayson Tatum, NBA champion, did not play in the game. And literally, man, I know that Team USA PR was going to Steve Kerr immediately when the buzzer sounded on the game. Like, this is what you're going to say to the media because you got to explain why Jayson Tatum did not play. Here's a script. We want you to read this out. Talk to Brian Windhorst. Get it out there immediately because that's all everybody is talking about on social media right now.
It's good problems to have when the biggest issue coming out of the game is, oh, why didn't this guy, and look, Jayson Tatum, all NBA champion, probably could have found some minutes for him at some point during the game. It's a stacked team. Like, it's a really stacked team. And when you have LeBron, Steph, Kevin Durant, one of those three, really two of those three on the floor at all times, That's why you have Derek White and Jrue Holiday. You want their defense and their connectiveness on the floor. Where Jayson Tatum, very good defender, but those guys are going to be taking all the shots. Tatum, there's just not as many shots to go around. I understand why Holiday and Derek White are playing. Still probably got to find some minutes for Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum, he's a better player than Devin Booker. Come on now. Like,
Yeah.
better player than Booker.
And I understood like the kind of basically because Serbia is more like bigs and their guard play, so they don't have a lot of wings. So it wasn't really a necessity to play Jayson Tatum, but you still want to play Jayson Tatum. Like with the last time when USA won
I
the
don't care
gold in the when USA won the gold in a few years ago in the last Olympics, it was Kevin Durant and Jayson Tatum as the best two players on the court. Now you got LeBron James, it's LeBron and KD, but Jayson Tatum can easily be that big three because it seems like Steph Curry doesn't care, or Steve Kerr doesn't want Steph Curry to care that much because he's worried about the NBA season. But either or, I think that Jayson Tatum is going to get more minutes moving forward because of all the talk being about that in the Serbia game.
He'll play. I think USA is going to kind of run through everybody. I think that I would be shocked if they have more than one game that isn't double digits. They might have one game that's a double digit or that's a single digit victory. I think every other game is going to be a double digit victory. It's LeBron, Durant, Steph, like their real last hurrah. They're clearly taking this very serious. They're gonna,
and
I think,
man,
dominate.
Ant Edwards, I haven't seen an NBA player have this much fun because he's playing with all his heroes. Like Ant Edwards on this Team USA. Like there needs to be a solo cam on Ant Edwards because he's getting hype. Even in the prelim games when LeBron was taking over, he was jumping up and down for him. When KD was going off in this last game, he was getting all excited for KD, and he's already said that KD's like a mentor to him. So he's having the time of his life. So I feel I like watching Team USA. I feel really good for Ant Edwards more than anybody in regards to just how much fun he's having out there playing with this team.
I'm with Louis. Play all these Celtics for as many minutes as possible.
Exactly. Louis, like, think about the Knicks. The Knicks want you to play Jayson Tatum 36 minutes.
Here's the thing is, on one hand, yes, play them all, run them into the ground. On the other hand, causing the dissension of like, oh, see, Derek White and Jrue Holiday are getting minutes. Jaylen Brown not even on the team. Jayson Tatum not getting minutes. Like there's either way, you're playing some type of mind games there.
Hey, this is all a strategic matter by Steve Kerr.
That's the Olympics. The basketball will be good. It's NBA players playing basketball, so it'll be good. I've been watching some water polo. Water polo is the sport that I don't realize that I miss until the Olympics roll around, and because it's once every 4 years. It's my curling for the Winter Olympics. Love curling in the Winter Olympics. And then the Winter Olympics ends and I forget about curling because it's never on. Water polo is the same thing when it comes to the Summer Olympics. Love watching water polo. And then the Summer Olympics ends and I forget about water polo. But then it comes back around in 4 years. I'm like, hell yeah, water polo is on.
Like,
these dudes are beasts. These dudes are beasts. They got giant like shoulders. Like you got to swim and you got to like fight off people. Water polos are greatest athletes. That's my hot take.
That's a hot take. I heard the U.S. already won gold medal already in one of these sports.
I mean, there's a bunch of teams who have won gold medals in a bunch of different sports.
Yeah, I heard Team USA specifically. How many gold medals have they won already?
Let's see what the medal count is. USA has 3 gold medals.
Okay.
They have 20 medals overall. China leads in gold. China and Japan both have 6 gold.
Let's go. New Japan Pro Wrestling. I told y'all I'm a mark for Japanese sports. Let's go.
We're not talking about wrestling.
No, but New Japan Pro Sports.
No, stop.
The king of sports.
Stop it. Cobra Kai. first half of the season. I'm so mad we gotta wait until like November for the second half of the season.
Because you have to understand, because I know you don't watch it, but I watch Power, and Power is on its last season, Power Book 2 Ghost, and they did this kind of same thing. Even though Cobra Kai is giving you much more, where they're giving you a part two and 3 after this, because part 3 starts I think in January 2025, but like. I watched the Power Book 2 Ghost, and they did the first 5 episodes for part 1, and then part 2 starts in September, and this ended at the beginning of July, the first part. That mid-season finale was capital MID mid, and it did not leave you on a cliffhanger that made you want to wait 2 months for September when part 2 comes out. But then I watched Cobra Kai season 6 part 1. They ended on the beginning of the Saikai. I was like, what? I gotta wait. What? I gotta wait 4 months? The hell are you doing? They literally probably had so many people saying that online that they pushed it up a week, because they were supposed to start on November 25th and they moved it to November 15th because they were like, all right, guys, hold on. We'll give you 10 more days. We'll give you 10 days early. We will drop it. Don't worry. Stay with us. But yeah, that first part was really good. Like, you could have cut out some stuff. If it was like one long season, maybe they would have like you could have done some like the training for the Saikai Taikai in like 1 or 2 episodes. But man, it gave you some great fights, whether it be Mike Barnes versus Johnny Lawrence. Like, that was my favorite of the first half of the season. Johnny Lawrence going one-on-one with the bad boy of karate. Robbie and Miguel's rematch for the captain spot, that was really good. The fight with what's his name? What's the dude's name in the new Cobras?
Quan.
Yeah.
Quan 3-on-1
is a beast.
Yeah.
3-on-1. Put him right in the throat. Like,
I love this show because, one, it's absurd, and it knows it's absurd. So it was total. I think we've talked about it on the show. I talked to my buddy Sammer about it all the time. It's pro wrestling. It's a total pro wrestling show. So
remember when I broke it down last week, all the seasons, like I know it by like heel turns and angles. It's heel turns and angles and babyface turns. That's all Cobra Kai is.
So we had the heel turn at the end of this season. We're going to spoil stuff, everybody. If you've not seen it, if you don't want to be spoiled, tune out, whatever you got to do. We had the heel turn. So my buddy Sammer was way ahead of me on this. And I hadn't seen it at all. But I watched episode 3, and episode 3 is when they did the announcement of like, oh, you're only taking 6 people. This was the most hilarious thing to me is they do the announcement, we're only taking 6 people, and everybody looks around like shocked. I'm like, why are like Robbie and Miguel and Tori, like, you guys are going. You know you're going. Well, there's only one captain. So I was like, all right, you know what, fine. Maybe they're worried about like the captaincy spot. And it was like, who's going to be the girl for the new Cobra Kai team? Because we saw Quan, they were setting that up. I was like, oh shit, who's going to be the girl? But then they did the Draymond calls Kevin Durant from the parking lot scene with Kreese and Tori. I was like, oh, that's going to be the turn at the end of the season.
But the great part is that they teased it in the episode before that, because they asked the question between him and what is her name, Kimchi, the other sensei for Cobra Kai, and he was like, all right, we have our male captain, but now we got to worry about our female captain. And then it transitions over to Miyagi-Do, and it shows Tori, and it's a very much a callback. Because like I said, I watched all the previous seasons before this season started, and it's a callback from, I believe it was season 3, when Hawk and Kreese are having a conversation at the Cobra Kai dojo, and he was like, now that Miguel's gone, we got to find our new champion. And Hawk thinks he's talking about him, but then the camera pans over to Tori. And then that's when Kreese starts his like real kind of mentorship relationship with Tori, because he wants her to be the champion, which she eventually does in the All Valley. So I love how they always do. They do very much what I always ask for in professional wrestling. It's setup and delivery. They give you the setup for it, and then they deliver on it immediately after.
it rules that. So two things that for me are absolutely hilarious. The first one is Kreese is a convicted murderer who broke out of prison. And then he shows up to like the biggest karate tournament in the world, and people are just like, sure. You're on international waters. We can't do anything about it. Everything's on hold during this karate tournament. Go for it. Sign up. No, you're not knocked on anything. Like, John Kreese, how do I know? How do I know this name? Aren't you? No, it's fine. We'll just let you slide. That is hilarious to me. The other thing that's hilarious to me is Miguel. He's trying to get into Stanford, and he writes all this letter and stuff. And he's having the fight with Robbie. He's like, oh, I need this captaincy. I need it. And I'm thinking, like, Stanford is like average grades. You don't have any extracurriculars outside of karate. You didn't play any sports. You didn't do any clubs with your school. You even got suspended or whatever for fighting in school. But shit, you're captain of this karate team. You're in Stanford. Come on, you made captaincy on this karate team. You make it to Stanford.
I technically think he did get suspended because he was the real victim of the school fight.
Okay, fine. So, he still fought in school. Stanford is looking at this like, good essay, average, no extras, no athletics, fighting in school. Oh, but shit, captain of the karate team? Okay, all right, sure. You're in. You've made it to Stanford.
International karate tournament.
Miguel should just join another team. Miguel should be like, look, you guys need a captain? This is going to look good on my Stanford essay, on my Stanford application. I need this captaincy, all right? It bothered me so much.
That's going to tip him over.
So much that he's like, I need this for Stanford. Like, is Stanford really caring this much about your captaincy of this karate team that like you can get handed technically? Like, they made you fight for it, but theoretically you could have just been like, yeah, you're captain, and that's it.
And they handed it to Sam in the end because
Tori just quit.
But man, I told you when we did our little review of the first two episodes last week. But man, Peyton List. That performance in episode 5, that was some of the best acting in this over-the-top, ridiculous show that I've ever seen. Just like she made me believe that her mother actually passed away. Like she had that emotional drive to her. And then the fight, and I'm like, why do these people realize something's wrong? Why? It's like they did recognize that something was wrong, but they didn't ask the right questions. Like you got Devin who looks at her, he's like, does the double take on her, and she's like, oh yeah, they're fighting, and she's like, yeah, and she doesn't ask her like, is everything okay? Then you get Sam's mom, Amanda, sees that she's kind of like in the face, she's not right, and she kind of like, oh, good luck and stuff. Like, why isn't anyone asking, like, is everything okay? Like, she does not look like how she normally looks.
She showed up late. She missed training and everything. Just like, well, I mean, Robbie asked, like, are you all right? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. So at least he said something.
Yeah, because he's the boyfriend. He recognized that he was like, he was like, you didn't show up for the training. Is everything okay? So at least Robbie was good. Man, Robbie's come a long way because I hated him through like 4 seasons. So
he's the worst actor on this show. He's hilarious in how terrible he is.
But he's always been bad. I mean, Taylor Buchanan, like he's always played like a obnoxious, annoying, like villain sort of guy on every show I've seen him on, from like Girl Meets World and beyond. I've seen him on multiple different things.
The best scene is the car dealership scene with Johnny like quitting, and he's like, I quit. Who's coming with me? Come on.
Coming with me? I'm going to start my own dealership.
I was like, this Michael Scott-ass threat he's trying to make here. Except, unlike Michael Scott, who at least ran a successful paper company, Johnny's been there for like a week and is like trying to quit and start a new business. That and the montage where he's got like the Soviet Union flag, and LaRusso's like, I don't think the Soviet Union exists anymore. He's like, don't worry about it. Just, you got to go after him.
And then he's freaking
Amazing.
propelling freaking beer bottles as he's drinking them.
Yeah,
He finishes them and he's tossing it at the students. Like falling off the freaking board on the water. Oh my god. I love every single season. That's some of the best content on this show is the Johnny Lawrence training montages. Because they always are so over the top and ridiculous. And Johnny, man, through six, I guess 5.5 seasons, he's still the best character on this show. He's still the best character.
He rules so
even
much.
even though the the girls slumber party.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Yeah, it's a little creepy.
He was like, "So you're catfishing them?" He was like, "I don't know what that means, but catfish are disgusting."
Him trying to start drama so they would fight each other. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, he's hilarious.
The best.
It is a shame we got to wait until November for this. Very much a shame. Very much. But
another over-the-top instance is Devin's heel turn where she points.
Oh, Kenny's got to get back. Kenny's going to beat the shit out of Nepotism LaRusso and
then realize that it wasn't her.
Yeah. And then he's got to.
She didn't even try to be like, no, I guarantee it wasn't. She tried to slightly push back, like, how do you know? He's like, oh, you want the revenge for me punching him out during the exercise? It was like, okay. Like, she's like,
sure.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, Kenny's going to beat the shit out of that kid. And then Devin's going to be like, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. And then Kenny's going to punch her as well. Kenny's got to get his get back though. He's not in the Saikai Taikai, so I don't know if he's gonna be part of it or not.
There's still more members of Cobra Kai that need to be on that team because we only saw 4 with Tori's heel turn at the end, which was great. Great setup and delivery, like I said before. That was great. I want to know how they got to show us in the next episode when they come back, like her talking to Kimchi, because that was the one that she had a problem with. That's the one that made her punch the freaking cinder blocks like she was Daniel in freaking Karate Kid 3.
We got to get a Hilary Swank cameo at some point. I don't know if she needs to be a judge, whatever it might be, but we need Hilary Swank showing up here. That's like the last remaining person. You know, LaRusso's uncovering Miyagi Pass. It seems like he murdered somebody in this tournament, which is hilarious. We need Hilary Swank showing up and just being there and being like, I was a student of Miyagi as well. She needs the heel turn. She needs LaRusso needs to come and like be like, you know Miyagi? And she's like, yes, I was his most prized student. LaRusso's like, no, I was. And Hilary Swank is like, well, did you know Miyagi's not looking down on you from heaven? He's looking up at you from hell. Big Hilary Swank return. Yeah.
Like she's Randy Orton. Oh, Jesus Christ. That would be great. That would be great. Yes, that's the only one that they had. They've literally had everybody back from Miyagi-verse, from the first 3 Karate Kids. They need to acknowledge Karate Kid 4. Maybe we get Jackie Chan from the new Karate Kid showing up to set up the next Karate Kid movie. So there we go.
We don't need Jackie Chan. We do need Hilary Swank, 100%.
I do agree. I'm here.
All right. Cher Delaware has been backstage this entire time, just listening, because I sent her the link very early. Wait, I have to wrap at 11:30. Old Phil is going to be on ESPN talking hockey, I assume, and nothing else. So I have to listen to that. But before that, we're going to maybe play a chapter Too Hot to Handle. How you doing, Cher?
I'm doing great. I have never watched a single episode of Cobra Kai, so just hearing you guys' summary was hilarious. That was wonderful.
Oh, I think your kids would love it, by the way.
Yeah.
They probably would, but my little one doesn't have a great attention span, and he really pisses off the older one when they try to watch anything, because my older one is like, no, sit down, shut up, and watch this. And he'll be like, they wanted to watch America's Got Talent the other night. and the little one kept standing up and shaking his butt, and the older one was like literally about to freaking take him. I had to turn off the TV. We had to go to bed because he was about to take him out.
Oh, the younger one will 100% like try to like do the karate moves on the
That's
older
the
one.
problem.
Yeah, knowing them, yeah, that would 100% happen. He'd see the moves and he'd be like, "Come on, fight!" And he'd be trying to like punch him and kick him.
You guys have met them, so you know how they are. So
my kids are similar, except they're the same age, and my daughter cannot watch it. I was explaining at the start. My daughter cannot watch anything.
Yeah. Well,
She
and
has a
like
very short attention.
the older one is like my height now because he's a giant at 9, and the little one is small for his age. So it's like they don't. The little one's really strong, and he was doing push-ups yesterday. And the older one was like, "Let me sit on your back." I'm like, "No, don't, God!" Like, you still weigh 30 pounds more than he does. Like, yeah. So I think that if I could get the older one into, maybe I can get him to watch it on his iPad. I think that that'll be something that, because like he and I watched a series of unfortunate events, the Neil Patrick Harris version together.
Okay.
Like 2 years ago, and I wasn't, because he was only 7. I wasn't really sure if he would be into it, and he loved that show. He still talks about it, and I'm like, yeah, we'll rewatch it sometimes. My little one, terrified of it. As soon as the "Look Away" song would start at the beginning, he would be like, "Turn it off!" I'm like, it's not even scary. What are you scared of? So I'm like, yeah, we can't do this. He exhausts me.
We're gonna play a chapter of Too Hot to Handle. It's been like a month since we've played this, but we're gonna get a chapter. And there's a new season out on Netflix. The wife and I are completely caught up.
I think I watched about 10 minutes of it.
Oh, it's so terrible, so awful.
Really bad.
But this new season's very good because before
they know about it.
Yeah. Before they would like trick you of like, oh, you're on this dating show, and then they come back. Now they like know about it. But there's Bad Lana that they introduce.
Bad Lana?
Oh yeah,
I saw that.
Yes, Bad Lana. Lana has a twin, Bad Lana, and she allows them to like break the rules and tempts them with basically like, yeah, you can get away with this. They bring in new people at one point, and they're like, you have 24 hours free from. Like, you can do anything. It won't cost the group money in these 24 hours. So they are very much trying to tempt people of like, look,
that
it's a free
show was
pack.
Absurd enough. And then they jump the shark and bring in Bad Lana.
Yep.
Show's absurd. Rules.
What?
We are caught up. I think the final episodes are being released this weekend, which we had a busy weekend. So I don't know when we'll get a chance to watch them. But at some point, we'll watch them. Very much.
What day is that wrestling show on?
Saturday.
That wrestling show.
And there's one on Friday. There's one on Saturday.
Oh, I don't watch ones on Friday. Okay, because I am going to a Savannah Bananas baseball game with my kids.
Oh,
but we're going Friday, so we'll still be able to watch it Saturday. We don't watch wrestling.
Yeah,
I don't ever. I turned it on last night. The only thing that they're interested in is the Wyatt Six, and when that was done, they were over it. They were like, okay, out of 3 hours. So that was like 47 seconds that they were interested in the show.
To be fair, Triple H was in his coasting mode, so you didn't miss much.
I'm trying to think what happened last night. Stuff and things.
Yeah.
Oh,
stuff and things. Did not feel like a go home show.
We did watch the opener, and my oldest really appreciated the Seth Rollins referee outfit. He was like, "I think you have that shirt," and I'm like, "Yeah, I might, actually."
I literally said to Jimmy, I was messaging him during Raw. I was like, "Pretty sure my sister has that outfit."
Yeah. My oldest was like, "I can't wait to see how ridiculous he looks when he's like." That was the only.
I think it's gonna be more ridiculous at SummerSlam.
Yeah, he commented something on Twitter last night that I saw. He said something about it, but yes, your wife just messaged me. Yes, we did get Savannah Banana tickets. Thanks to John Alba, actually. John Alba got us.
Go.
He got the hookup for us and got us Savannah Banana tickets. So we will be in Louisville, Kentucky, while all of my friends that live in Lexington will be in Ohio for SummerSlam. So, we were in Louisville a couple weeks ago for the lacrosse league all-star game. Never watched lacrosse before in my life. Went to the lacrosse league all-star game. Amazing. Fantastic. My friend Frankie that works for WWE, his wife is like head producer for their lacrosse league. So we went to that. And all of my friends that live in Lexington were out of state that weekend for a different pay-per-view. I'm like, okay, well, apparently since I don't go to wrestling shows anymore, I'm just never going to see anyone again.
Lacrosse is fantastic. That's a sport that probably gets or should get more love, but what can
it was really fun. I mean, obviously they weren't going like as hard as they would in a normal game because it was the all-star game and they're not trying to get injured.
Right.
But it was a lot of fun.
Let me load up the Too Hot to Handle here. I don't know
if I need played to read. In so long.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to re-download it. No, it's still, sometimes it'll go into the cloud if you haven't used it long enough.
Oh, heads up for next week for people who want to tune into FMC. I have a Cobra Kai tier list. So me and Jerome will do that.
Oh boy, tier lists are back.
Jerome YouTube is back.
Oh boy. All
yes.
right. I don't think I'm on the right Wi-Fi. Is that why I can't get it? No.
I turned my heating pad up too high and now I'm sitting here sweating.
Well done.
Such is life. It's hell getting old.
Okay, there. All right. Oh shit. Okay. Forgot how to do this clearly.
It's been a while.
I know.
It's been a while.
There's the Inception screen.
Yes.
Yay.
Now it's there, right?
Yep.
There we go. Screen mirroring.
All right. No idea what happens. Jada wants to talk to you. Why does she look so serious?
Oh boy. Rising tensions.
I don't remember any of these accents.
Yeah.
Me either.
We're
going to figure it out.
Yeah. You and Alex glance at Jada, who doesn't seem like her usual self. Can't read.
I hope nothing's wrong. So serious. I guess we'll leave you three to talk.
Believe that is you.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry anyway. I'll catch you later.
After they walk away, you turn to Jada.
All right, what's going on? You look like your favorite celeb couple broke up.
I would be so pissed off if I looked upset and somebody said I looked like my favorite celeb couple broke up. Like, what? Well, you two are my closest friends here, and...
She's interrupted when Dakota suddenly runs over.
That's you.
Yeah. Like, you're never going to believe what I just saw. Or maybe I should say, who I just saw.
Dakota clearly loves gossip. She's practically bursting at the seams.
What? Who did you see? What is this outfit? And what were they doing that's got you all excited?
I spotted Theo and Sarah sneaking off. They had their heads together and were looking pretty cozy. My guess? They're off to break a rule together. Well, another rule break will cause some people to flip out, that's for sure.
And with all his talk of the prize, Theo would look like such a hypocrite. So maybe you're wrong. Maybe they're not sneaking out to shag.
Perhaps. Sam, what do you think they're up to?
Do I think they're breaking a rule? They definitely are.
Start some drama.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dakota. Theo and Sarah are totally horny.
Distracting it from the rules he's going to break.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They find each other.
Weird, though. They never seemed into each other. They're both hot. Sometimes that's all that matters.
Either way, we'll find out soon.
So anyway.
Jada's like, let me get back to my favorite celeb couple breaking up.
Like, damn. How dare you interrupt me?
Only then Dakota remembers the scene she ran into. Like, oh, right. What were y'all talking about? Why do you look so upset, Jada? Like your favorite celeb couple just broke up.
She was just about to tell us something.
Jada sighs and looks up at the group.
I've just been feeling so down lately. And what you said about Theo and Sarah now. Honestly, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm so tired of the hookup culture. I want to find something real, you know? Yeah, that's why I went on a dating show.
That actively promotes the hookup culture.
Yeah, that's it.
You fervently nod.
I feel like what I have with Marissa is definitely real.
Is it?
You will. You just have to give it time. Yeah, but I don't like anyone else here. You liked the biggest fuckboy there. And even if I did, after what happened with Justin, I'm terrified to open up again.
Do I feel bad for Jada?
This bitch still did not apologize.
Word.
That's true.
I don't know. I want to say stern, but what do y'all think? Compassionate.
I can't even read that, so
I know. That's why I had to go close to my screen.
Compassionate, supportive, or stern? I say stern.
I say stern.
All right. Stern it is.
Terrible influences. You reach out and put your hands on her shoulders.
I don't like hearing you talk like that. That's not the Jada I know. You can't let someone like Justin ruin things for you.
Amen to that.
Yeah, he's not worth it.
Jada gives you a bright, grateful smile.
That doesn't sound stern.
Really, word? I was like, how was that?
I feel like no matter what we chose, like it was gonna be just a positive interaction.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah.
You three are such champs, you know that?
Let's forget Justin for a second.
Yeah. If you had to describe your perfect person, what qualities would they have?
Gonna list all the qualities of Sam.
Oh my god.
A dreamy look comes over Jada's face.
Well, he'd be model hot, of course. Yeah, because that's the most important. And he'd love to travel like me. He wouldn't be naff and pompous like Justin either. He'd be mellow and chill.
She taps her chin before she continues.
And mad protective of me. Because he'd be obsessed with me, obvs.
You smile at Jada.
You'll find someone just like that. Don't you worry.
Just then, you spot Justin a few feet away. But before you can call him out and ask what he's up to, he walks away.
I wonder if he heard what we were saying. I hope he's not scheming again. Or scheming something.
Suddenly, Lana lights up from the table next to you, startling you.
Oh boy.
Oh, zoom in. Lana! You really sneak up on us, don't you? Lana is undeterred. Fucking Cone is undeterred.
An undeterred Cone.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for another workshop. Please gather everyone together and be ready in 5 minutes.
Man, if you're all spread out in that mansion, how are you supposed to get everybody together in 5 minutes? Jesus.
Just yell.
Give me some time.
Well, typically there's like 3 of them in the shower together. So that
Another workshop. I wonder what we're in for now.
I hope they put him in a womb box.
oh.
Oh,
What?
this was a real thing on the latest season of Too Hot to Handle. They
Womb
got
box.
in a giant box. It's like a mini shed almost with red curtains. And they're like,
Oh boy.
you are in the womb. You are safe. This truly happened.
Oh God.
These workshops, they did one. This was not a real thing. I swear none of these workshops are actually real. But the first workshop of the season was, I don't even know what you would call it. It was like, an energy orgasm. So you would lay there and your partner would run their hand over top of you, not touching you, but if you imagine you're laying down. I don't know if my screen just opened. The screen went dark because there.
Yeah.
Is the screen back on?
Yeah.
Okay. So you lay down and your partner holds your hand hovering above you and just runs it over you to give you energy and they just moan. That's all they do.
The energy is moaning.
Yeah. And the person, the workshop leader or whatever, didn't even have somebody running their hand to give them energy. She was just on the beach, on the towel, just laying there and moaning. And she was just having an orgasm. And then everybody did. There's no way this is a real thing.
Oh my God, you're making me want to watch this season just
It's
for the
absurd.
ridiculousness.
It's absolutely absurd. Again, there's no way this is a real thing. And this was apparently supposed to teach them how to control themselves as they sit here and moan when everybody's really horny. And that's supposed to be now don't fuck each other. They didn't listen.
Don't think
These
so.
workshops are not real. I can't imagine they did this womb expert of just shows up to your house with a giant box and is this is the womb box. Get in. How
Not
how's
a
this the
boom box,
thing?
a womb box.
Yeah, womb box.
Womb box.
Yeah, a womb box. How does this work? I don't get how it's absurd. Absolutely absurd. Anyway,
Sounds like it.
A man you haven't seen before walks in front of the group. Although he's a stranger, his kind smile instantly puts you at ease. I will be this, whoever the Randall.
It's like Scoutmaster Kevin.
What? Hello, everyone. I'm a Randall.
What is this?
I don't know.
What accent is that?
I don't know. Making shit up as we go.
And he's from Ohio.
I'm a relationship coach, and I'll be leading your workshop today.
Oh God. Hi, Randall. Nice to meet you.
He smiles and pulls out a box of ropes. Oh, fuck.
What?
Hey, today we're going to try a variety of bondage trusting exercises.
Oh, God.
Jesus, what? Bondage.
Hey, bruv, come in.
Oh god.
Sarah laughs, her eyes glinting. You see, trust comes from allowing yourself to be vulnerable. This is what Sharabari is all about. I want you to use the opportunity to connect with your partner and let go of all the insecurities you may be carrying around.
We're going to get tied up. I think this could get interesting. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Oh.
Like, is it safe? Oh, of course, completely safe. You're all in good hands. There's a bit of murmuring, but ultimately, everyone looks excited.
These freaks.
Alright, I'm going to pair you up, and then we can get started. Randall goes around and starts pairing off couples. Finally, he gets to you. Sam, you're more with Marissa.
Damn, I wanted him to be with Liam.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You and Marissa share a smile. Now that we're all paired up, I want one person from each couple to come up here and grab some ropes. Then you choose which one you want to be tied up with. I feel like I'm going into like a pirate.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds
Well,
like.
you know, they're on ropes,
So
swinging, whatever.
The black Jack Sparrow.
He smiles at the group.
Black
Remember to
Sparrow.
trust your partner on the old 7 Cs. I use this bonding experience in every meaning possible. Marissa goes over and grabs a handful of restraints before returning to your side. She doesn't seem to know what to do with them, so she hands them to you.
He's doing the same voice from the
Yeah,
narrator
whatever.
now.
So, what should we do?
I guess one of us should tie the other one up.
She grins mischievously.
Well, I'm okay with both options. Just let me stretch first. Girl, what?
Both
do with yoga.
options sound like fun.
You're not getting your freaking leg tied behind your head. Like, what?
But I want you to tie me up. I'd like to be tied up. I trust you, and it seems like more fun at the moment.
Lazier
Marissa
too.
nods and grabs your shoulders, gently turning you around. You feel Marissa's hands run down your arms, making you shiver. You could swear that she's purposely slow and seductive about these touches, as if they're designed to arouse you. Next thing you know, your wrists are being bound together.
Not gonna lie, this is kind of hot.
Can you go lower, please?
She touches your ankles suggestively.
I need to tie up your feet.
You sink to your knees before you slowly lie flat on the ground. Marissa comes over to you, then runs soft fingers down your back and legs, before they come to rest on your ankles.
Being touched like this feels amazing because it's Marissa doing this to me.
I feel like this is heavy petting.
Your ankles are bound together next, and you realize you're totally at Marissa's mercy.
I trust you.
Aw, I trust you too, Sam.
The tension in the air is thick.
Something else thick. I wouldn't give to be touched right now.
God.
This workshop is such a tease.
After another 20 minutes, 20 minutes!
20 minutes, goddamn.
Randall walks in front of the group. Great job, everyone. I hope you've got something out of this workshop. Remember, the goal was to give and receive trust. Enter these physical bonds to strengthen deeper emotional bond between you and your partner. I hope you felt this progress, and I'm happy to report no rule breaks. Congratulations. Everyone cheers, applauding themselves.
Yay.
Back in my day, when people needed to work on trust, they just did a freaking trust fall.
That's a relief. But it sure was a close one. Sam sound like you got
volleyball
a semi.
scene. No. Later that day, everyone gathers together on the beach. Liam lets out a disappointed sigh.
That workshop was a total tease. Making us tie each other up doesn't get sexier than that. Bruv, not gonna lie, it was pretty hot.
Looking
Isn't
forward
it?
to Theo being like, I was watching you tied up, Sam.
But bruv, I think we should be proud of ourselves, see?
Theo smiles at the group and put his hands in the air.
48 hours without a roof break, bruv. I think it's sort of a record, isn't it?
Everyone starts cheering, but Justin just sneers. And leave it to this group to be happy about it not getting delayed. I still don't give a rat's ass about the rules.
Oh my god, the way you said rat's ass.
A couple of people roll their eyes. Yeah,
Justin is really putting a damper on everything. Should I call him out? Yes, say something to him. Justin, can you just keep your mouth shut for once? No one is interested to hear what you have to say.
I'm with Sam. Try and be a team player for once.
Justin mumbles something under his breath, but otherwise doesn't respond. Just then, Dakota walks over with a volleyball. Like, let's get a game going while there's still some sun left.
Great idea. Let's pair into teams. But we're down a person. Who's missing? Sarah. God,
You look around,
Henry.
noticing Henri is gone.
I wonder where he went.
Just as you finish that thought, Henri suddenly comes jogging over.
Ha ha! Sorry, I'm late. Had to fish out all my clothes. Ha!
Damn!
Someone dunked my whole suitcase in the pool.
That's fucked up.
What the hell? Who would do that?
Henri looks over and the mood gets tense.
Ha ha! I do not know who. Does somebody here have something against me? Ha ha! Because now would be a great time to speak up.
Theo and Sarah suddenly burst out laughing. Oh, this is what they snuck off to do.
Just a prank, mate.
Yeah, we figured since firefighters love water, you wouldn't mind getting wet.
That's a jerk move.
Bruv, you got hosed. Oh, so that's what Theo and Sarah were up to when they snuck off earlier.
They're being assholes.
They were pranking Henri, being assholes. I guess that makes more sense than the two of them hooking up. What do I think of their prank? That was mean.
You frown at Theo and Sarah.
That was kind of mean. Don't you think? Oh no. Bruv. Where's your sense of humor?
Just a small prank.
To your surprise, Andre is now smiling.
Ha! Hey, all in good fun. Ha! As long as it wasn't done excuse me. I can't say this word.
Maliciously.
Maliciously. Maliciously. Ha! It's fine. Besides, that prank is nothing compared to what my crew at the firehouse might have done to me. Ha! Now, if we're done talking, well, who's ready for my killer serve?
The next hour flies by. You play multiple games of volleyball and enjoy everyone's company. You win some, you lose some, but more importantly, you have loads of fun. But just as the game ends, you spot the last thing you'd ever expect to see.
Dun dun dun. Why would Jada be walking off with Justin? I don't have a good feeling about this.
Just as you're contemplating what to do, you notice Theo behind you.
Did you see what I just saw? Or, bruv. Yup. We'd better follow them, innit? We can't let them lose any more money, more of our money, bruv. Can we? Money? That's what you're. That's what worries you here.
Yeah.
What about checking up on Jada?
Theo raises his hand in defense.
Hey, bruv, I was only joking. I swear.
Theo's got shitty jokes.
Really terrible.
I'm coming with you, bruv.
You and Theo follow Justin and Jada to the living room. Peeking around the corner, you listen in on their conversation.
What is it, Justin?
Hey, I just wanted to talk to you alone. Jada, look, I'll just come out with it. I want things to go back to the way they were before. You know, how it was between us when we first got here.
You do?
I do. I miss you, Jada. Things got a little out of control on the first date, and it's all my fault. I'm sorry. I was just taken off guard.
Oh, I mean, I understand. But you really hurt me, Justin.
I know, but I'm not that guy. I know I seem like an outgoing party boy, but the truth is I'm pretty mellow. I see a future for us, you know?
He heard what she said.
Traveling the world, being happy. I want to protect you from everything.
Oh my god.
He's just saying what she said.
Literally just regurgitating what she said.
He gives her a big puppy dog eyes. I can't just stop thinking about you. You're all that's on my mind, Jada. You gasp, realizing you've heard those words before.
Can you believe him? That little snake. What, bruv? What is it? Justin might have heard our conversation at the pool earlier. Jada described her perfect guy, and Justin is using her own words to manipulate her. Damn. What an ass. What an arse, isn't it? I really hope Jada doesn't fall for it. She will.
You gotta burst in and stop her. Jada's dumb.
I don't know, bruv. Justin is a pretty slick bastard, isn't it? You think she's gonna fall for that? Well, look at her, bruv. She's what?
Besotted?
Besotted?
Sure.
Besotted. Yeah.
Besotted? But you're her friend, bruv.
What do you think? In it?
She's
Okay, let me
fucked.
zoom in.
She's too smart. She's a
She's-
goner. I don't know.
She's a goner. Well, she's been feeling down lately. I think he's getting to her at the right time. Yeah, bruv. These are the words she wants to hear, isn't it? Justin smarmy.
Theo's eyes suddenly go wide.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Oh boy.
Listen.
You peek back around the corner. Oh, is Jada gonna let him have it?
They're kissing.
How dumb is she? She's the one who just said
Oh,
it.
she's dumb.
Oh, Justin. You have no idea how long I've wanted to hear those words from you.
Even Justin looks surprised. Hey, seriously?
Oh my god. I've been so upset that things ended between us.
I
I
hope
wanted
she's
to get back
fucking
on
with
track
them.
for a while. We belong together, Justin.
We belong together.
This
All
girl
right, Jada's
has,
got to be the dumbest person in the world, or she's now
I
playing him.
I was just getting ready to say this girl has dumb bitch syndrome. Because, like, what? What? You just said that 35 minutes ago, and he regurgitated it all back to you.
Oh man.
Oh my
This guy's
God.
like he found the right one for him.
Yeah.
Okay, before we wrap up, I have a reality show pitch. I'm gonna throw it here for free. So when it comes to fruition,
Amazing.
maybe I'll
Can't
get
wait.
credit. So
Okay.
it's called The Instigator, right?
I love
Basically, it's kind of too hot to handle ish in a way, in that they put someone in the house that just instigates a bunch of shit, and you gotta not fight. You got someone spreading rumors. You got someone just trying to pit people against each other. And like, if you get into an argument, you lose money. If you throw water on somebody, you lose money. Basically, anything you do that is like creating drama, you lose money. But this one person just continues to instigate.
So it's
I
the
thought of-
mole.
Is it? Is that what the mole is?
The mole, they have competitions, and the mole's job is to sabotage them so they don't make the money that they would for the competition.
That's not quite the mole. There's no real competitions in this. I mean, I guess there are some competitions. I don't know. I'm still workshopping it. But it's basically just a person just starting a bunch of shit.
But they don't realize that there's someone there to start shit.
Oh, no. They realize, like, this
Okay.
person that's what they're there for. And they got to just, like, they got to rise above this. Rise above hate, in the words of the great John Cena. They have to rise above it to not fall victim to the instigator.
It reminds me of the show. I think it only did like one season, but it was called Rat in the Kitchen. And they would be on teams
I heard
and
of
have
this.
to they'd have to cook things, but there would be one person who would like add extra salt to food and whatever, like to make it not good, but they didn't know who it was on the team doing it. So they're all trying to like keep an eye on everybody else while also cooking things on there. It was we really liked that show, but they canceled it after one season. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Like you think everybody's working towards the goal, and you're still trying to work towards the goal without letting them screw it up too much.
So did you, the viewer, know who the rat in the kitchen was?
No, not until the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's how the mole is. The mole is you don't know who exactly is the mole. Like you won't know until the end of the season who the mole actually
Well, the
is.
difference with Rat in the Kitchen was it was a different rat every episode. And then if the team lost, they had to vote on who they thought that it was, and if they got it right, that person got sent home. and they got like money in the team bank or whatever, and if they got it wrong, then the rat got to stay and they got money. So it was different every episode. But yeah, I like things like that where it's like you're trying to figure it out along with the person doing it.
I do like it the other way too, when you know who it is, like traitors. That's what I've been trying to. Traitors is like a murder mystery. You know who the traitors are, but the people in the house don't, and they'll vote out people, and then at the end they have to say if they're a traitor or a faithful. And they like you get them all being disappointed when they got out one of the faithful, and then when they get a traitor, it's a big celebration. But then they have to find all the traitors in the house.
All right, I think we got to let Jeremy go.
Yes, he's got to go watch Philip.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. SP3, you gonna plug anything?
He is Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. I'll be live at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time alongside Romeo to review last night's Monday Night Raw go home show to SummerSlam. Not a lot happened, but we'll make it entertaining for you and review it so you don't have to watch.
Cher, would you like to plug anything?
No.
I'll be back next week talking, I don't know, nonsense as usual. I'll probably actually talk about SummerSlam in Ohio, sadly, on
You have to protect Norris. Protect Norris.
Oh yeah, I guess I do have to maybe do that. I don't know.
Protect Norris with your life. And we have next week Cobra Kai tier list, and then the week after that we have our Challenge 40 draft.
Oh, that's a big episode of the challenge too. A big season of the challenge. So that'll be good.
Yes.
Right. And it'll be basketball season, like actual basketball before we know it. So
yeah.
All right. Bye everybody.